March Madness, March 19, 2015, the round of 64. And we have our second upset of the day as Georgia State beats Baylor. The number 14th seeded Georgia State beats the number 3 seeded Baylor. And that was in Jacksonville, Florida at the Veterans Memorial Arena. And what a game this was. Is Baylor, they were up at halftime by 3, and then in the second half they extended their lead to 10 points. So they were up by double digits all the way until about 2.5 minutes were left in this game. And at that point, R.J. Hunter went to the free throw line. He hit a pair of free throws, and that actually made it a 10-point game. They were down by 12 at that point. And then a minute later, with 1:36 left, still down by double digits, R.J. Hunter hits a 3-point shot to make it a 7-point game. And then with 1:28 left, R.J. Hunter hits a jumper. And then 8 seconds later, R.J. Hunter gets another jumper. And that was off of a steal. And so R.J. Hunter scored 7 unanswered points in that stretch of just 16 seconds. And if you go back another minute, he had 9 unanswered points to make this a 3-point game, as they actually were down by 12. And then now fast forward to just 20 seconds left, and there was actually a steal by Isaiah Dennis off of Tareem Prince. Prince fouled Dennis. Dennis went 1 for 2 from the line to make it a 2-point game with the score 56-54. And then Prince ended up getting the rebound, and Dennis fouled him. Now Kenny Cherry would go to the line. He missed the shot. TJ Stipes he got the rebound, gives it to R.J. Hunter, and R.J. Hunter buries the 3 to put Georgia State up by 1 with the score 57-56. Tareem Prince then threw up a 3-pointer for Baylor, and it was no good. Georgia State gets the rebound, and this game comes to a close. It's Georgia State upsets Baylor. What a win by the Panthers. The Panthers are moving on to the next round as they upset Baylor here in the round of 64 with the final score, Georgia State 57, Baylor 56. R.J. Hunter came up clutch in the end of this game. So he ended up scoring 12 points in the final 2:36 of this game, and that gave him a total of 16 points in the game. So he had only scored 4 points until the closing minutes of this game, and then R.J. Hunter just went off, and he just took Georgia State from defeat all the way to victory in those closing minutes, as they just would not give up. They went on a run, and they end up closing this game out to beat Baylor. So Baylor was in the driver's seat. They fell asleep at the wheel, and now Georgia State shocks the world as the Panthers are upsetting the Bears, the number 3 seeded Bears, with the big win here in the round of 64. Markus Crider also had 10 points, and Ryann Green had 11. And off the bench, Isaiah Dennis came up with 8 points. He had 3 big steals in the game as well down the stretch. So R.J. Hunter is the hero for Georgia State, along with Isaiah Dennis, as the Panthers pull this one off. And again, the final score, Georgia State 57, Baylor 56. Now Georgia State will be advancing in the South region, as they'll be waiting, or in the West region rather, as they're going to be waiting to see who wins the game between Xavier and Ole Miss, and they will be facing them on the 22nd. So plenty of excitement here in March Madness, and I'm sure more excitement is to come, so stay tuned.